So, I'm here with my esteemed co-host Roxas. You can actually can't really see him right now. Roxas, you want to say hi to everyone? You want to say hi to everyone so everyone knows you actually exist right now? Come here. Come here, I got a little something for you. What? You got to He's like, oh, you got to burp, Grandpa. I got to burp. Here, right there, bub. He was just licking himself, and it looks like when I picked him up, that hair kind of got, in his throat. Go on. Go on. You good? All right. You good now, bub? Why don't you go get a drink of water? Go get a drink of water. My sweet boy. My sweet boy. He's just happy because he's inside now after 3 days. He doesn't like when he has to stay outside. He'd much rather be in. But anyway, Pokemon. Pokemans. Pokemons. And Jynx, who is not unfamiliar to controversy. Um, a few Pokemon controversial. Jynx being one. Kadabra being another, just due to his the spoons and the you're taking my signature from me, and then Porygon, which the electric Porygon soldier, Porygon didn't even do anything. It was so stupid to blame Porygon for that episode. Like, there's missiles coming at Ash and Porygon and Pikachu and all them, and Ash has Pikachu kind of blow them up with Thunderbolt or whatever, and that's what caused the flashing lights. Porygon didn't do anything. And yet somehow Porygon's getting, removed from things. It's like, no, if you're going to do anything, remove Pikachu. He's the one who set the freaking missiles off. But nope, we can't take away Pikachu. He's the mascot, so let's just put all the blame to Porygon. Poor sweet Porygon, who didn't do anything wrong. Just like Garrosh. No, Garrosh did do things wrong. Porygon is innocent. Anyway, Gamefreak leak. We did some of the leak stuff not too long ago, showing what Mimikyu actually looks like, and he looks exactly the way you thought he would. I mean, it wasn't a big surprise. Yeah, it was great while the fun lasted, theorizing what he looked like, but he looked exactly like what you think he would. We read some of the stories that were leaked, stories between humans and Pokemon about the dude who's like walking on the beach and there's an octillery and he just like wham bam throws it back into the ocean, and then he does this like every day, and then all of a sudden he's walking on the beach and there's like a baby on the beach waiting for him because octillery had a baby and left it on the beach for him to care for. It was just weird. It was just weird. And of all Pokemon, octillery, come on. Although got 8 tentacles. It's a joke. That's a joke, son. Anyway, but yeah, Jynx isn't unfamiliar. Being that when she started out, her skin was black, and they're like, oh, it's a racial stereotype. So they changed her to purple, which, looking at it now, it's like I can't even, seeing her as her original form would look really, really weird. I'm so used to seeing her purple now. But Game Freak Leaks confirms Mega Jynx was scrapped from Pokemon X and Y to avoid negative reactions regarding physical appearance. You're like, well, what could it possibly look like? We'll get to it. After years of speculation regarding her potential existence, a recent Game Freak data breach has confirmed that the series developer fully intended to give Jynx a Mega Evolution in Pokemon XY, but ultimately chose not to out of concern for the negative reactions her design would evoke in foreign countries. Yeah, see, like, there she is. It just looks weird now. It just looks weird now. Huh. Mayumi Tanaka. Didn't know that. Introduced in the 2013 pair of mainline franchise entries and accessible only during battle. The Mega Evolution, yeah, we would know what Mega Evolution is. We're Pokemon fans here. We're not stupid. Mega Heracross, Charizard, Mewtwo, Lucario. Out of left field picks like Beedrill, Heracross, Lopunny. I caught me a Pokemon, Batman. What Pokemon did you catch, Joker? A Lopunny, Batman. I caught me a Lopunny. No, Joker. Don't tell me. Oh, you already know what I'm gonna do to this thing, Batman. No, Joker, you can't. It's an animal. There's no laws against the Pokemon, Batman. I'm sorry. Every time I see that name, that's what I think of. Is that stupid Joker thing. I'm sorry, Roxas. Is Grandpa disturbing you as you try to sleep comfortably on his lap? But upon release, fans were quick to notice that XY's roster of Mega Evolutions are missing one notable entrant. I mean, just one. It's not like every Pokemon got a freaking evolution or a Mega Evolution. Most of them did, but a lot of them didn't. So, I mean, you know, uh, entrant Jynx, who had previously appeared in 2012's Mega Form trademark filing, but ultimately entered a 3DS era battlefield as the only Pokemon listed in said filing not to receive such an upgrade. Well, when you put it that way. For the next 8 years, the mystery of Mega Jynx would continue to be the subject of fierce debate among fans. Really? I don't really think I've seen any fierce debates about Mega Jynx. But, I mean, I don't think I've seen anything on YouTube, Twitter. I mean, maybe if there's like, the like dedicated Pokemon sites, but I never saw anything about talking about Mega Jynx at all. The mystery of Mega Jynx would continue to be the subject of fierce debate among fans, with the main point of contention being whether the Ice Psychic Pokemon was ever meant to actually receive a Mega Evolution, or her inclusion on the aforementioned trademark filing was the result of an early concept that Game Freak never ultimately moved on. However, the question would finally be answered in 2020 with the release of the franchise's Pokemon Home. Upon its release, a data miner known by his online handle, Mayukana, uncovered an audio file deep within the transfer application's code for a cry similar to Jynx's, but given the same reverb effect as those bellowed by the other Mega Evolutions. Its existence at all but confirming that Mega Jynx was more than just an idea thrown away by Game Freak. All right, so that's Jynx's normal cry. Yeah, that does sound like a Mega Evolution. So and you can't deny it's Jynx's cry. There are some Pokemon that are a little similar but different. But no, that is Jynx's cry. So yeah, that does confirm that Jynx did have a Mega Evolution. Whether or not it was actually modeled is a different thing. But unfortunately for fams, sorry fam, rather than definitively putting the entire topic to rest, the solving of the missing Mega Jynx mystery only spawned another one as the question shifted from was she ever real to why was she cut from the game? And perhaps the most commonly speculated reason for her lack of a mega form, unsurprisingly, her appearance. A subject of controversy since she made her debut, Jynx's design has regularly come under fire from overseas critics, particularly Americans, because, of course, who believe her black skin and exaggerated features were intended as a racist caricature of black women. Oh God, it's so weird to look at. It's so weird. It's like I'm not offended by it, obviously, but it's just after seeing her as purple for so long, it's just weird seeing her the original Jynx. As a result, Game Freak would change Jynx's skin color from black to purple for international release of Gold Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal, afterwards making a standard appearance, and pulled any and all anime episodes featuring her from the Western circulation. Luckily enough, there was only like one. wasn't like Jinx's holiday hijinks or holiday hijinks. I think that was what it was called, holiday hijinks. Where Santa shows up. It's a weird episode. It's like one of those episodes you see once before they pull it, and then you're like, was that a dream? Did I dream that episode? Because it was just a really weird episode. Um, and in light of new information, it turns out they were absolutely correct when they speculated that Jinx's skin color was the reason behind the cutting of her megaform. On October 15th, after digging the files leaked as a part of the recent Gamefreak data breach, users on 4chan discovered unused XY code relating to Mega Jinx's stats and abilities. A week later, a user on the leak dedicated Game Freakout Discord server uncovered actual concept art for the Pokemon's unrealized form. Okay, so it's concept art and they never actually modeled anything. Which is seen below, would have given Jynx fluffy, floor-length blonde hair, transformed her red dress into a blue floor-length gown adorned in ice crystals and featuring snow-white trims and sleeves. The transformation would have also taken her normally bulging eyes and given them a look akin to sunglasses. Oh, Diva Jynx. Okay, I mean, what's the problem here? They made her purple. I mean, she doesn't look much different than, say, how she already looks. So what would be the point? They made her purple. And she looks pretty much the same way that she does regularly, except her hair is longer. Like, what? If anyone looks at this and is offended, you're way too sensitive. You're way too sensitive. Further quality check form found in the leak also confirmed it was overseas fans' racist perception of Jynx that served as the primary reason behind Game Freak's decision to scrap her megaform. And this is why the Western countries, the Western world ruins everything. There is nothing wrong with her design. She's just as covered up as her original design, and she's still purple. If any American or Westerner looks at this and complains, you're the problem. You are the problem. This is why we can't have good things. I would have loved to see a Megaform Jynx and what her abilities and what she could do in game. But no, because Americans are too freaking sensitive and they have to act like they're offended over everything and for everyone. We lose out. We lose out. Served as the primary reason behind Game Freak's decision to scrap her megaform with an unidentified employee noting, as machine translated into Deep L, that due to concerns from the reoccurrence of negative reactions to Jynx in foreign countries evoking certain racial groups, we decided to delete Mega Jynx from the game. Why? My favorite Pokemon was always Cardi B. The people thinking that Jynx is right. I just said that. Thinking that you're the problem. Still surprised that West hasn't come for Mr. Popo yet. Shh, don't remind them. All right, Bubba, come on. You gotta get up. My leg's going numb. He's just getting too big. He's just too big now. So, Degen shipping is fine, but Jynx is problematic. Game Freak can't lose the rights to Pokemon soon enough. Aren't we overdue for another asteroid? Why can't we just change the version of the game to some regions due to local nuances like before? Spider-Man 2 removed excessive LGBTQ symbolism for Muslim countries. COD MW removed the controversial mission in the Russia airport for Russia, and so on. Nuance? In Clown World? Surely you jest. But yeah, the Western world ruins everything. They're so determined to just be offended over everything and for every group possible that even her design, which was clearly tame, Not offensive at all. Like, well, sorry, no. The freaking people over in America are freaking stupid, and we don't feel like dealing with it. So sorry, people who are just normal. The weirdos in your country are kind of ruining it for you. But yeah, so this confirms in the leak that Mega Jynx did exist at one point. Whether it actually made it to model, an actual model, and then they scrapped it quickly, or I'm sure if they did, we'd see the model by now. We have the concept art. But if this is all, I mean, there's nothing wrong. I mean, I would change the color of the dress. I don't really like that blue, but I do like the blue with kind of like flurry crystal type thing on it. Maybe like a darker blue. So that way the trimming and the crystals really pop out if it's like a deeper blue. That's really the only thing I would change about it. I like the hair length. I like the design. She's purple like she's been. So what are you gonna do? Westerners gonna Western. But if you guys were curious, there you go. Confirmed. Mega Jynx did evolve at some point. Did exist at some point. And you wonder why we can't have good things. We can't have good things, can we? Whether it be Pokemon or something else, we can't have it. Because there are some people in this world who are just so fragile that it just won't let us have anything good. And who am I seeing walking around? I thought I saw someone walking around. Oh, no, never mind. I'm seeing the little thing right there. Anyway. Let me know your favorite Mega Evolution and who you hope to see as a Mega Evolution. There's so many that they haven't used, and people have a long list of like, no, I want to see this one, and this one, and this one. But yeah, that's going to do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.